for the country, as the National Assembly will for the first time deliberate on the proposed impeachment of a president. The impeachment motion was sponsored by the ATM in September. An independent panel was then appointed by the Speaker in mid-September to establish whether Ramaphosa has a case to answer. The panel's report was finalized at the end of last month, and it concluded that Ramaphosa had a case to answer.
It's not in my blood to disregard the law. I live by the law, and that's what I have to do. So let me clear that perception once and for all. It was not our job to call whoever you wanted us to call to help us here. The rules that you made it quite clear, and that's what these volumes are based upon.
Following the release of this report, Ramaphosa went on a legal and political consultation process as to how he would respond. Politically, he was stopped by his supporters from resigning. Legally, he was advised to take the panel's report on review in the Constitutional Court. Ramaphosa maintains his innocence.
The Section 89 process has presented an unprecedented and extraordinary moment for South Africa's constitutional democracy. The conclusions of the panel require careful reading and appropriate consideration in the interest of the stability of government and that of the country.
The panel report has been a political hot potato, as there was a postponement of the initial sitting to discuss the report last Tuesday in order to allow all MPs to be physically present. A request by the ATM for a secret ballot has been shot down by the Speaker.
The ATM, the Speaker said that she believes that a closed voting procedure will deprive the citizens of identifying the positions of their representatives across the party lines, and that this may facilitate the possibility of corruption aimed at influencing members to vote in a manner where they will be shielded from accountability to the people they represent for the exercise of their constitutional duty.
The rules for impeaching a president were adopted in November 2018. This after the Constitutional Court ruled that the National Assembly had failed to hold former President Jacob Zuma accountable for violating the Constitution. This in relation to the Concord judgment on the Nkandla debacle in March 2016. Any member can initiate an impeachment motion against a president. A president can be impeached on 3 grounds. Firstly, if the president violates the Constitution. Secondly, if the president has committed serious misconduct. And lastly, if the president is unable to perform his or her duties. The independent panel report requires the approval of 50% plus 1 for it to trigger an impeachment committee to probe Ramaphosa.
Should the majority, that is a simple majority of the members of the National Assembly, vote to reject the report, that will be the end of the matter, unless any disappointed or disaffected party wishes to take the decision made on review.
The ANC has already instructed its MPs to reject the independent panel report, but there are dissenting ANC MPs who have made public their intentions to vote in support of the panel report. If the National Assembly would approve the panel report, then the report must be referred to a specifically constituted impeachment committee. That committee would then make recommendations to the National Assembly. If the report recommends that a president be removed from office, the question must be put to a vote. A president is removed from office with 2/3 majority. Tulelani Philip, SABC News, Parliament.